Hello, Taurus. This is your spiritual bestie, Ciara. I want to start by saying welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. This reading is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And this is going to be your your last quarter reading. Oh, I wrote down third quarter. I hope I haven't been saying that to everybody. Anyway, this is going to be your last quarter reading. So October, November, December. So your fourth quarter reading. And like I said, general reading, take what resonate, leave the rest behind. I'm going to be pulling a lot of oracles, and this is generally oracles for the whole 3 months. And then we'll break it down with some tarot, okay? Let's get into it. For Taurus, for the last quarter here, October, November, December for Taurus, okay? Oh, change in the wind, number 12. I like that. I do love that actually for you, Taurus. So it does feel like things are going to be shifting and changing. Got the number 12 here. So you could be seeing 12, 12, 12 quite a bit. But I really like it because I feel like whenever things are shifting and changing, that's when you find out what really is meant for you versus what's not meant for you, right? That's when you start to realize that there is more, right? There is more in store and that you can have more, right? Because then things open up for you and you're able to see more opportunities. Let's keep going. For Taurus, last quarter here, October, November, December. For Taurus. Uh-oh. Okay, for Taurus. Okay. Oh, I like that. Yes, the miracles are endless. Cow Spirit is one of my favorite cards that pop up. Ooh, Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries, number 3. I don't think I've ever really seen anyone get that. So it's kind of nice. I love when I get cards that I don't see often. So make sure you're setting up those healthy boundaries. I'm also getting, with those miracles are endless, you might have a little bit, I'm not saying this is for all of you, okay? Take what resonates. But some of you could have leeches around you. Guard your blessings and your opportunities and your miracles because they're yours. Okay? That's all I got to say. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, we're going to pull something from my Mindful Info Oracle deck. For Taurus, last quarter here, October, November, December. What do they need to know? Those came out quick. Hey, Spirit said I ain't playing with you. It says, let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you. And you can't be present in your life if you're building onto this negativity. Release it and be free. You also got compassion here. It says, you're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your back. Oh, I like that. Yeah, honestly, I feel like this is really kind of connected with each other. Letting go and allow yourself compassion. I'm here, forgive yourself. If there is something that happened in the past or something you did in the past, they're saying to forgive yourself, allow yourself grace at this time. Of course, if you need to apologize, don't be afraid to be honest with the person and say, hey, I was wrong, I'm sorry. Because I do feel like sometimes that's your version of letting things go. But if someone has hurt you and you feel like you can't get your closure you need, the closure is also within you. You don't need someone else for closure. I mean, yes, of course, we always be like, oh, I need closure. I need to get it from someone else. Sorry, I'm not. But what I'm saying is you can get closure from yourself, right? You don't need to get that closure from someone else. You can get it from yourself. You can pull in within yourself and acknowledge like, hey, this is what's happening with me. This is how I feel. This is what's leading to this. I need to let this go. I'm ready to allow myself to be more open and vulnerable. And I'm allowing myself to be compassionate with myself and show myself love and grace and trust myself. That's what we need. More trust in yourself to know that you can have what you want and you deserve it. Because your miracles are endless. I'm hearing the tough times are passing, Taurus. The tough times are passing. For Taurus, okay, I'm pulling a couple of tea leaves here. For Taurus, for October, November, December, anything. For October, November, December, for Taurus. Okay. Okay. You got It says grasshopper. Situations in the balance that requires careful handling. You got horse. It says short journey. You also got gong, which is an exciting event. But you also got frying pan here. It says trouble accusations. So it feels very much like you might be experiencing some issues with someone, especially with it says situations in balance that require careful handling. It feels like you might be experiencing a little bit of an issue with someone regarding something. And there might be a conversation where you have to kind of put up your boundaries or take care of yourself or let it go and move on, right? Sometimes you can't take everybody with you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to let some people go in order for you to be able to be okay. And obviously, of course, they're going to say that you're selfish, but in the end, you come first. You only have your life. You know what I mean? You have to take care of yourself, your mental health, and make sure you are on your path. They can't live your path for you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they won't ever get it, and that's okay. Sometimes it's not meant for them to understand or get it. All right, let's keep going. For Taurus, overall energy for October. Listen, you and Capricorn's reading have been like neck and neck because they also got the death card. That's crazy. Okay. Like, because even your October readings were very similar to each other. So the fact that you guys are also still getting similar things. Anyway, what's coming in for October for Taurus? Last quarter, October for Taurus. Yeah, what's coming in? Okay. She said, I am done. I'm over it. I'm not feeling it. Okay. Can I have a resolution? Okay. What? Okay. They also got this 4 of Wands at the resolution too. Okay. For Capricorn, I mean. Isn't that what? Taurus, you and Capricorn have literally similar issues with the month of October, which is insane. All right. Overall energy for November for Taurus. November. Okay. I like that. And then what's coming in November? What's coming in? Okay. Ooh, I like that. That's your center reading card. I love that. What's the resolution for November? Okay. And then December, overall energy. December for Taurus. Okay. Ooh. I like a good tower. I'm sorry. What's coming in for Taurus in December? Okay. Ooh. And then resolution for December for Taurus. Resolution. Okay. Ooh, I like that too. I love a good Emperor, the High Priestess. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you got the 5 of Swords, which can be a victory, but I call it a victory, but at what cost, right? Can feel very much like a hard time, a challenge, an issue, because 5s in the tarot is a challenge that needs to be overcome. So I do get that there might be a conversation that needs to be had. Swords in the tarot is all about intellect, conversations, that type of energy. But let's keep going because there's so much to talk about for you, Taurus. So, and like I said, you guys have a lot of similar cards to Capricorn, which is kind of insane to me. Anyway. So your overall energy for October is the Death card, which I love. It's a transformation, right? It's transforming, rebirth. Because the thing is, with the Death card, sometimes people are like, oh, death is bad. But it's an ending, but there's a new beginning. The sun is rising right there. And there is a new opportunity because this flower here actually stands for a rebirth. So a transformation is a beautiful thing, actually, Taurus. It can be a death of an old version of yourself in a new version, birthing itself and emerging. And the fact that you also got the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Cups, 2 4s here, which is great. I also think it's quite interesting. You could also be seeing 444, by the way. Anyway, so with that 4 of Cups, though, that is a card of dissatisfaction, right? It's not enough. It's not good enough. like I'm tired. I'm over it. Kind of energy, like whatever, get out of my face kind of energy, Taurus. And so the fact that that's what's coming in for you, it feels like you're just so over it and done of things that just are not working out for you. The challenges that you've been experiencing, there's an energy of I'm over it, I'm done, I'm letting it go, which is good. You want to let it go, but also when you let it go, make sure you don't keep this energy. Because the thing is, if you continue to have this dissatisfied energy, you're not really letting it go because you want to move forward. If you can't let that go, how can new energy, new people come into your life, right? So you want to be open and accept that. Actually, I think the only difference with this first row is that Capricorn had the Four of Pentacles, which is also like not being able to let it go and being like closed off. With you, you have the Four of Cups, which is another energy of being closed off, but it's emotionally closed off, right? It's I don't care, I'm over it. And mind you, there's this cup here that's like being offered and you're like, I don't even want to take the new opportunities because I'm over it. Don't do that though. Don't close yourself off to new things, new connections, new opportunities. Allow yourself compassion and forgive yourself. If you have been having a hard time, allow yourself to be forgiven, okay? I will also say this. If for some of you, you've been having a hard time forgiving yourself or having a hard situation, feel free to comment down below. You don't have to go into a lot of details. I do have an email address. I've been thinking about expanding more and having like my email visible so people can send me emails or contact me directly. I'm gonna figure it out. But I say all that to say, don't be afraid to comment down below. Even if it's just, you don't want to go into details, but you're just like, I'm going through a hard time. Can you give me a prayer? I will pray for you on my own time because that's the type of person. Like I said, I'm your spiritual bestie. I want what's best for you. So the fact that you got the Four of Wands, though, it's a beautiful energy. It is a completion card. It is a finish line, right? It's an ending of a chapter and embracing a new beginning, embracing a new chapter. It is a card of celebration. Can be a card of marriage as well, or unity, I should say. Can be a card of I already said harmony. There we go. Harmony, unity, marriage, commitment. There we go. That's the word I wanted to find. Commitment. It is a card of commitment, but let's get some extra messages just to make sure we touch on everything for the month of October for you. For October, for Taurus, is there any other information that we need to know? They got the Death card, the Four of Cups, and the Four of Wands. Anything else? Okay. It's a lot happening. Look at this. Five of Swords on the bottom again. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. So you got the... Wow, that's crazy. You got the Hanged One, or the Hanged Man. Sorry, I had it upside down. Which is all about pausing, surrendering, letting go. This also is a card of sacrifice as well, because they sacrifice their arms or legs in order to gain knowledge and wisdom. The King of Swords is like boundaries, head over hard, thinking very clearly, right? It is a card of discipline. And then with the Justice here, I love that the Justice is here. It's all about fairness and clarity. Both of these cards actually are about truth, clarity. But this is more about balance, right? Cause and effect, and making sure that justice is being served. A lot of time when the Justice card comes up, it means that there may have been a disservice to you, right? Or a disservice in general, and there needs to be a reckoning of sorts. Yeah, there needs to be a reckoning. It also has 11 on here. I was looking at that. And then this has 12, which also has 12. So you could be seeing 11, 11, 12, 12, or 15, 15. Wanted to bring that up. So with these as your extra cards, it does feel like they're saying to be open, okay? With that, I'm hearing don't fight it, especially with that Hanged One. It feels very much like they're saying don't fight anything that's coming in for you. Be open, don't let your emotions also guide you, because the King of Swords doesn't allow their emotions to guide them. They think very clearly. And the fact that we got this Four of Cups here with that cup coming in, it feels like Taurus, they're saying do not turn this away because of your emotions, right? Don't let your emotions guide you at this time. Be very analytical and strategic about how you're moving forward and what type of life, what type of opportunities you're allowing yourself in your life, because justice is being served. But I'm hearing you have to allow justice to come in. You can't keep yourself closed off if you want justice, okay? All right, so for November, you got the Six of Pentacles here. Really like the Six of Pentacles. That's the ebb and flow of money, right? In and out of income. Could be you giving money, someone giving you money. Could be you receiving money, you receiving a gift. It's a very beautiful energy, actually. It also is a very fair energy, right? With the Magician as your center card, I actually love the Magician as your center card. The Magician is all about manifestation and a wish granted, creating the type of life they want, creating what they want. And it's the Alchemist card, right? They have all the aces of the tarot. So they have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Swords. And they can create whatever they want with all of those aces. So for instance, if something has a little bit too much Ace of Wands, they can counter it with a little bit of Ace of Swords or Ace of Pentacles to ground that fire energy, right? Or if it's too much Ace of Cups, too much emotion, they can ground it with that Ace of Swords energy with more intellect and more balance. The resolution card here is the Knight of Cups, which I really like. I feel like the Knight of Cups is like, for some reason, I'm getting reconciliation or a conversation being had. Knight of Cups is all about, can be a romance, right? Can be knight in shining armor coming in and trying to woo you, right? Trying to create something with you. But also, for some reason, I'm getting that there might be a conversation that needs to be had. We'll clarify everything a little bit more for the November to get more clarity on what this Knight of Cups really wants. But with that being the resolution, it feels like they're saying, you know what I'm getting with that as the resolution? I feel like they're saying there's a need for you to look at that cup. Look, and I'm almost getting like, this cup is you, right? This cup is your heart, your emotions, everything you felt. And it's like, I feel like they're saying, look at it with grace. Like, look at it with I'm trying to think of the word I'm trying to say. Look at it with sincerity, yes, but look at it with grace. Don't be so hard on this cup, on yourself. Give yourself some compassion. Give yourself some room to grow. None of us are perfect, right? We all have had moments in our life where we've had low vibrations or been toxic. I know I have. And I'm aware of it. And the thing is, when you have that self-awareness, it's okay to, first of all, don't be defensive about yourself, right? The key is to realize you do have this thing. You have done this, and that you want to grow from this. You don't want to stay in that type of energy. Not saying you are, just saying in general. But let's get some more clarity for November. What exactly is this Knight of Cups, Spirit? What is this Knight of Cups resolution, Spirit? Okay. Anything else for November for Taurus, Spirit? Anything else they need to know? Okay. Love that. Oh, King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So Knight of Cups. Oh, look at that. Two of Cups came out. So this could be someone coming in with a relationship offer, an opportunity. Wanting to create something with you. Look at that. We got the Magician and we got the Knight of Wands. It definitely feels like some of you could be calling in your soulmate at this time. The fact that we got the Magician twice. You're definitely calling something in. You're wishing something in. You're creating something. Taurus. And it feels like you're literally calling in your soulmate. Calling in who is meant for you. And it feels like you're excited. The Knight of Wands. You're excited. You're excited to move forward. You're excited to have an adventure, to be fearless, to be bold. I'm hearing to be a little bit more sexy, Taurus. Okay. November, you might be really feeling yourself and wanting to express yourself more. I'm also getting some of you could be deciding to go ginger. For some reason, I'm getting red, ginger, orange, maroon, fiery hair. I'm getting fiery hair. For some of you, this could be you deciding to go in a more fiery hairstyle, fiery route, but some of you could be attracting someone who has that type of hair, right? Ginger, red, maroon, has a very fiery energy or personality even, but that could also be you deciding to go with it and to be bold and have that energy of, I want to make the first move. I'm excited to be out and about and to have that attraction, right? Knight of Wands is a card of attraction. It is a very attractive, passionate, sexy energy. It's very fearless. And it feels like once you let some stuff go and allow yourself to forgive yourself in the month of October, November is going to be a lot more freeing for you. I'm hearing freedom within yourself, within even your sexuality or how you view yourself. There's a freedom here for you. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so for December, You got the Tower. Love me a good Tower. So your overall energy is the Tower for November. For what's coming in, you got the King of Cups, which is absolutely beautiful. Like I said, that's romance, that's sweet. The King of Cups is a card of emotional maturity, right? He has all this stuff happening around him and he ain't phased because he knows his emotions inside and out. Your resolution is the High Priestess, which is all about your intuition. They're saying to trust your intuition. I'm also hearing, don't let yourself be swayed or distracted. Trust your intuition. And if you're worried about something, you're concerned about something, pray on it. Like, you don't have to be afraid. I'm hearing to step out on faith. Anyway, so with that, the Tower here, as your overall energy, it definitely feels like something's going to happen, right? The Tower is a big shift, a big energy. Usually it's an abrupt ending or an abrupt change. In the Tower card, they're literally being knocked off out of the tower of their false sense of reality and being dropped back down to earth, to real reality. And even though it hurts and it sucks, it's actually a good thing because you're learning, like you're figuring out that you actually can, like, you're no longer living in that false sense of reality and the illusions. You're actually in reality. You can actually get clear understanding. All right, let's get some clarity and we're almost done here. All right, for Taurus, anything else for December? Okay. Okay. 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 9 of Wands. Teamwork makes the dream work with that 3 of Pentacles. And then with that Ace of Cups, that is a wish granted, fulfillment, love. Can be also, like I said, love coming in. It feels very much like you're going to find somebody who actually wants to be a real partner to you, who wants to expand with you. And it might shock the hell out of you, Taurus. But with that 9 of Wands here, it feels like you're very much wounded. This Tower could also be an old energy. And I'm almost getting like this person was knocked out of the tower and now they're wounded and they're still trying to stand their ground and keep moving forward, but they're hurt, you know, and they're worried. They have like that wounded animal energy where it's like, I'll bite you if you get too close. I'm scared. But don't be afraid, Taurus. Like, love is on the horizon for you. Relationships, connections, joy, right? Fulfillment specifically is on the horizon for you. You're allowed to have it, okay? You're allowed to have what you want. Don't be afraid. You really can have what you want, okay? Anyway, we're going to end it with a affirmation for my Listen Be Oracle, Listen Be affirmation deck. And then that'll be it for me, Taurus. I do hope you're enjoying this reading. And I do hope it's really resonating for you. All right, for Taurus, for this last quarter, October, November, December, what affirmation should they be speaking on their life, Spirit? What's important right now? Okay. Oh, I like that. You deserve rest. Seriously, take a break. Bottom of the deck, though, it says, no one else is dwelling on your mistakes. Move the fuck on. I love that. Okay, take a break. Take care of yourself. Health is wealth at this time. That's what I'm hearing for you right now, Taurus. Health is wealth. So spend the rest of this last quarter really taking care of yourself and really honoring yourself, okay? And if you have people who want to support you, come into your life and actually give you a reprieve, allow them. All right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading today. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, my loves. But other than that, I'll see you in my next one. Take care. Bye-bye.